Okay, we can
सर
start.
लिंक अभी तुरंत आया था.
एक मिनट है, कोई इशू नहीं. बट एज पर द टाइम शेड्यूल्स 11:30 है ना. Hello.
Yes.
Okay, no issue. So actually in yesterday class we have not covered entire portion because of the power shortage. So this is classification of fishing gear by Avon Brandt in 1972. He classified several types of fishing gear based on the principle by which we can capture the fish from the water. So in last class, I think we have studied several classification. I think Akanksha raised one question about the structure. Akanksha?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you remember?
Sir, I was asking that area. You was so you have used that one particular term, and I was not able to hear that time.
This
And
one,
when
nah. You was asking
Yes.
about this structure.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure. I'm correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
see, basically, this is the line fishing. Okay, line fishing having a different classification. We are having a hand line, we are having a pole line, we are having a long line, we are having a drift long line, we are having a set long line, we are also having a troll line, and we are having a squid jig.
Yes, sir.
So don't confuse with last class. Because this is a kind of troll line fishing. Troll line, and this structure is called as outrigger boom. Outrigger boom. Yeah, outrigger you can say. O-U-T out, R-I-G-G-O-R rigger, B-O-O-M boom. Outrigger boom structure. So basically this structure, on this structure we are attaching several lines. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lines is there. We can also extend 10, 15, 20, 40 based on the size of the fishing vessel. So this line is attached to our outrigger boom structure with a support of one supporting line, and at the end we are attaching a branch line. We are attaching a branch line, and this branch line, at the end of the branch line we are also providing a bait, and that hook with a bait we are attracting the fish towards the baits. When the fish will attract it towards the baits, they will engulf the hook with a bait. Okay, so that times the fish will trap.
Yes, sir.
Basically, this troll line fishes is used for capturing this tuna or fast moving species. Okay, but the difference
Yes, sir.
between squid jigging and troll line fishing is that you can see here. This is troll line. This is squid jigging. So this photograph is the example of troll line. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Basically used for the fast moving species, the fishes which move fast in the water. So their fishes will be attracted towards the bait, and when the bait will be engulfed by the fish, that time fishes will be captured. But in case of squid jigging, this is the structure of this boat or vessel. You can see this is also a boat or vessel. What we are doing, we are providing a several platform. You can see here one platform we are providing. On that
Yes, sir.
platform we are providing several lights. Why we are providing several lights? Hello?
Because squids are phototactic.
Because our squid is phototactic in nature, so that squid be moves towards the lights. So that's why we are placing several lights on this structure, so that whatever the fish will be there inside the water, that squid will be attracted towards the vessel, and they will aggregate and surround near the vessel. So that time we have to release the main line. You can see here, one man is standing here and he is releasing lines with a hooks, having a bait. So whatever the fishes or squids will be, generally squids we are capturing by this method, but fishes, those are having a habit of phototactic in nature, they will be also captured. It is not hard and fast rule that only squid will capture. The fishes which will be having a habit of phototactic in nature, that fishes will be attracted towards the lights and they will aggregate and surround near our the vessel's area. And that times we have to release our lines with a bait or this jigs. So fishes will engulf the jigs and that times they will be trapped. They will be captured. So squids is captured by this method. That's why it is called as squid jigging. Jig is a natural, jig is a artificial bait, you can see. Artificial bait. It will looks like just like our natural baits. The natural baits may we are providing a natural fish as a food so that fish will take the food. But in squid jigging, we are providing a jig. Jig is a similar to natural baits, but not a natural food. It is a artificial jig we can say, or artificial fish we can say. Okay, so that is the confusion that Akanksha asked. So now your doubt is clear, Akanksha?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this line fishing is also one kind of. I think in last class we covered this dragged gear. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. We have
Okay,
covered this.
so see, dragged gear, what we are doing, we are dragging the net into the water with a manpower or manual, or we need a vessel to drag the gear. So basically, this trawl is a kind of drag gear. What we are doing, we are dragging the trawl. Trawl is a kind of net or fishing gear. You can see this example. This is the trawl net. Trawl net is a conical bag-shaped structure. So what we are doing, this is the arm. This arms, this side you can see, this is the just like a arms or wing we can say. This is the outer board. You will study detail about the trawl fishing gear. What is outer board, what is belly, what is head rope, what is foot rope, what is trickler chain, what is cording, what is this jig line, what is sweep line, what is warp line, what is bridle. So you will study detail about the trawl fishing gear. But generally, this trawl gears falls under which category of classification by Avon Brandt? So they classified under dragged gear because we are dragging the trawl into the water to catch the fish. So if we are dragging this trawl net into the water, the fishes which is inside the water, they will be captured and they will be accumulated at the end of the trawl gear. So this is the cord end portion. All the fishes will be aggregate here and they will captured here. So while hauling, what we have to do, we have to open the cord end. So for that there is a line that is called as, I think, belly line or big line is there. So that lines we have to open. So if we are opening the mouth of this cord end, we will get the whatever the catch will be there. So again in trawl we are having a several classification. Bottom trawl is there, mid water trawl is there, then pelagic trawl is there. So generally bottom trawl fishing gear is operated to capture the bottom dwelling organism. Generally it operated at the bottom of the sea. You can see this is the bed, sea bed. If you have not gone to the sea, you have gone to the sea, समुद्र में गए कभी? बोल ही नहीं रहे हैं. Hello?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So in any water, if you are moving, first there will be water and there will be a bed. On that bed the water will sustain. So this bottom trawls we are operating at the bottom of the sea to capture the bottom dwelling organism, especially the shrimp. So shrimp is a bottom dwelling organism, so that shrimp or the shrimp will be captured in this gear and they will be aggregate into the caudine region of the trawl gear. So this is bottom trawl, whereas mid-water trawl is operated into the mid-water area. Say for example, this is the pelagic water, or you can say surface water, because this is the surface, this is the surface water, this is the bottom water. So in between water, that middle region is called as mid-water. So this mid-water trawl is operated in mid-water region. So again the same structure will be there, but here we can increase the mouth opening. जो bottom trawl होते हैं उसमें हम केवल हेड रोप एंड फुट रोप को ही लेते हैं, उसका माउथ ओपनिंग ज्यादा नहीं रहता है वर्टिकल. बट जो हमारा मिड वाटर ट्रॉल है, this is head rope, this is foot rope. Along with this head rope and foot rope, we can also increase the side, that is called as side panel. So this you can see, this is the head line, this is bottom line, and at the sides we are attaching a panel to increase the mouth of the trawl. So we can capture the fishes which are dwelling in the mid-water region. So mid-water trawl is operated to capture the mid-water fishes, the fishes which are residing in the mid-water region. Then pelagic trawl is operated at the surface water, but most commonly in our country this bottom trawl is operated, and this bottom trawl is not eco-friendly. They will disturb our sea bottom ground, because several corals we can find on the bottom of the sea, coral or coral reef, or several ecosystem or biosystem we can find on the, we can see this is grasses is there. So that natural aquatic environment or ecosystem is there which existing at the bottom of the sea. So if we are dragging the trawl net, that time during the dragging times it may disrupt the ecosystem, that ecosystem. So that this is a one kind of destructive fishing that our India is also following. So but we have to take care. Again there is a several kind of bycatch reduction device we can use to reduce the bycatch, because in bottom trawls we are targeting the shrimp, but along with shrimp you will get a mixture of fish population, because on the bottoms not only shrimp is there, along with the shrimp other fish species is there. So what we have to do, suppose one is the turtle देखा है, turtle
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that
Yes, sir.
sea turtle is an endangered species. We don't have to catch this turtle, sea turtle. We have to remove. If अगर हम जब कैप्चर कर रहे हैं हमारे नेट में अगर हमको सी टर्टल फंस रहा है ट्रॉल गियर में, तो वी हैव टू रिमूव थ्रू द to means escape of this turtle, we have to make some arrangement into the gear. You can see this is the gear. Suppose turtle हमारा कैप्चर हो गया हमारा नेट में, तो उस टर्टल को निकलने के लिए हमें कोई ओपनिंग स्पेस देंगे तभी वो निकलेगा. So that's why before the caught in region we are providing a bycatch reduction device or turtle exclusion device, that is called as TED, turtle exclusion device. So उसमें क्या होंगे ना, जो हमारी छोटी मछलियां हैं वो जाके कॉर्डिन में चली जाएंगी, और जो हमारा टर्टल है उसमें इस तरह का स्ट्रक्चर हम फ्रेम लगा देते हैं, तो उसका जो ये जो ओपनिंग है इस तरह का स्ट्रक्चर, ये स्ट्रक्चर ये इधर से जो है श्रिम्प इजीली पास हो जाएंगे. लेकिन अगर हम टर्टल को अगर हमें एस्केप करना है तो ये जो छेद है हमारा पोर है या मीन्स जो गैप है, उस गैप को वो अलाउ नहीं मीन्स पास नहीं कर पाता है, और उसको हम लोग डायरेक्ट करते हैं जो अपर सरफेस पैनल है हमारा ट्रॉल का, उसके थ्रू वो इजीली escape कर जाए. So upper panel में we are providing some space to release the turtle or bycatch. So this is about the trawl gear. Now we are also having a seam net. Seam net, what we are doing, we are surrounding some area near the vessel, near the shore. जो landing side shore होते हैं, that area we are surrounding and then towing the boat in. You can see here, this seam net is either with bag or without bag. Beach scene is there, boat scene is there. You can see this is the example of beach scene. It is a large means fishing gear. That area you can see how many people are means towing. Towing मतलब खींचना, अपने ऊपर खींचते हैं उसको. तो फर्स्ट व्हाट वी आर डूइंग, एक इंड जो होता है हम फिशिंग गियर का, उस इंड को हम पकड़ते हैं और एक बड़ा सा एरिया जाकर के समुद्र के किनारे में उसको हम कवर करते हैं. वी आर सराउंडिंग द एरिया नियर द सी शोर. ओके, एंड देन manually we are dragging towards the shore. Manually we are towing the fishing gear, the seam net towards the shore. So we require a huge manpower because it is a large fishing gear and having a bigger fish. So we require a huge power to drag, to tow towards this shore. You can see. So that catch will be accumulated. So this is the example of beach scene. But because manually we require a lot of manpower for towing purpose or hauling purpose or dragging purpose. So to reduce the manpower efficiency, we can use the power of the boat, power of the vessel, because the boat is having a motorized or mechanized. They are having a means engine by which we can tow or drag the gear. So this is the seam net having a bag. You can see there is in the center of the fishing gear, they are having a bag like a structure. So that in the bag like a structure, fishes will be captured or accumulated there. So this is the example. You can see how we can casting. कैसे हम पहले नेट को हम ये कर रहे हैं. You can see here. This is the marker float with a sinker. Okay, marker float is there. What we did from here, we have operated this gear. जब हमारा एरिया हमारा सराउंडिंग हो जाएगा, this end and this end we are attaching with a vessel or boat, and then we are using the power of the boat to drag into the water. जब हम उसको ड्रैगिंग करेंगे तो मछलियां हमारा क्या होगा, ये जो सेंटर पोर्शन होते हैं नेट के, this in this center or back portion of this net, the fishes will be accumulated there. So this is the example of seam net having beach scene or boat scene. Beach scene is a manually we are operating. We require a lot of manpower to drag, to tow, but in boat scene we are operating with the help of boat or vessel. Understood? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Understood now? Now we are having a surrounding gear. Surrounding gear is a large fishing gear. सबसे largest जो gear है हमारा, this is the surrounding gear. Surrounding gears, we can take the fish or we can catch the fish tons and tons. In one operation we can catch the fish. See, in one operation we have to catch tons and tons. So tons and tons, if we are catching, we require a lot of power. We require a lot of manpower. So this surrounding nets, this basically this example of the Pershing. the surrounding net having a, this example Pershing. Pershing is an example of surrounding net. So here what we are doing, first we have to identify the soul, the fishes which are moving into the soul, into the water. So that soul we have to identify, because fishes is having a habit to move into the soul. स्कूल, फिश स्कूल बोलते हैं, जैसे बच्चे जाते हैं स्कूल में तो क्या करते हैं, वो ग्रुप में जाते हैं. So like that, fishes is also having a habit to move into the water as a soul, or in a school. Fish will move in a school. Especially the pelagic fishes. Especially the pelagic fishes, they move or they swim in a school or soul. So first we have to identify the school, fish school, or fish. We have to identify the fish soul into the water by our experience. Fishermen, they are moving into the sea. They are having a lot of experience how to identify the fish school or fish soul, because you are going every day into the sea to catch the fishes. So you are having experience. How you can identify the fish school or fish catch is that first is the, if the fish is moving into the water, so you can feel there is a vibration on the surface of the water. You can see easily the fish is moving on the surface of the water. So that is the first. Second, if the fish is moving on the surface of the water, the sum of the birds is also in our sky. जो birds, कुछ birds ऐसे होते हैं जिनको मछलियां ही खाना होता है, तो उस काइंड के भी birds जो हैं एक hovering होने लगता है हमारा आसमान में, जो मछलियों को वो जाते हैं डिप करके और सीधा पकड़ के लाते हैं. So agar you are feeling such kind of hovering of birds into the sky, so you can easily identify that fish soul is there. That's why birds is hovering into the sky, in the sky. This is the personal experience, but we are also having a, nowadays we are having a several kinds of fish detection equipment or instrument by which we can easily detect the fish on what depth fishes are there. We can easily identify. We are having a fish sonde, we are having a sonar, we are having a fish echo sounder by which we can easily identify. So if we are identifying a fish shoal or fish schools, then we have to operate the fishing gear, this Pershing. So Pershing, they are having a large fishing vessel. On that, this larger fishing vessels, we are having a small boat. That small boat is called as skiff, S-K-I-F-F-F. Sorry, S-K-I-F-F. So this is most important and most commonly comes in your competitive exam. Skiff. What is the skiff? So what we are doing, we are having a larger boat. With the help of a smaller boats, one end of the gear we are taking, and then we are surrounding the entire area of the fish soul. When we are encircling that area and then coming to the larger fishing vessel, that times from the smaller boats, one end of the fishing gear we are transferring into the larger fishing vessel for closing the bottom. So here, in case of Pershing, we are closing the fish from the side as well as from the bottom. From the side also we are closing, and from the bottom also we are closing. From the bottom, how we are closing? Because with the help of a purse line, there will be one purse line. You can see here, one line is moving on the bottom of this net. You can see example. So this पर्स लाइन, जैसे हमारा कोई बैग होते हैं ना, जिसको हम रस्सी के बंद करते हैं मुंह को, उसी तरह से हमारा स्ट्रक्चर होता है पर्सिन में, जो कि फुटरोप पे हमारा अटैच होता है. फुटरोप मतलब नीचे वाला जो पोर्शन होता है, देयर इज कूक का. दिस इज फ्लोट लाइन, दैट मींस हेड रोप. दिस इज फुट रोप, जिसमें हमारा सिंकर अटैच होता है. व्हाई फ्लोट एंड सिंकर वी आर अटैचिंग? To open the horizontal opening. और फिशिंग गियर को पानी में वर्टिकल डायरेक्शन में एज सच रखने के लिए हम फ्लोट्स और सिंकर को यूज करते हैं. So we are having a float line. On that float line, we are having a purse line. So these lines we are means उसको क्या करते हैं, क्लोज खींचते हैं. खींचने से हमारा क्या होता है, ये बॉटम क्लोज हो जाता है. तो हमने जो मछलियों को ग्रुप में देखा था पानी में मूव हो रहा था, उसको पहले तो साइड से घेर दिया, लेकिन बॉटम तो खुला है, बॉटम से मछलियां निकल जाएगी. इसलिए हम बॉटम को भी हम क्या करेंगे, बंद करेंगे. तो मछलियां हमारा मतलब साइड से भी हमारा बंद कर दिया और बॉटम से भी मींस नीचे से भी बंद कर दिया. उसके बाद क्या करते हैं, धीरे धीरे हम उसको, यू कैन सी हियर, स्लोली इंसर्कल किया. इंसर्कल करके उसको ये किया, बॉटम को क्लोज कर दिया और हम नेट को हॉल करते हैं. जब हम नेट हॉल करेंगे तो दिस, यू कैन सी हियर, दिस एरिया जो है ना, हियर द फिशेस विल बी एक्युमुलेट. In case of pershing, the fishes where they will accumulate, that region is called as bunt region. B-U-N-T, bunt. This is also important and most commonly comes in your competitive exam. Bunt. Pershing, in a pershing, we are having a bunt region. In that bunt region, fishes will be captured or accumulate or aggregate. And then we have to take the catch from this gear to the vessel. So how we will take? For that we are having a several instrument by which we can easily take the catch from the fishing gear to the open deck or fish deck. Okay, this is about the pershing. This is most important, and it is a commercial fishing gear and it's a large fishing gear. Okay. Then again, Lamprey net, it is also an example of this surrounding gears, you can see, but this is a smaller one compared to your pershing. So here again, this region, bunt region I was telling now. So central region of this net is called as bunt region, where the catches will be accumulated. Okay, so this is a Lamprey net. You can see the example, with bag and without bag is also there. With bag and without bag. Another is ring net. So this is the example of ring net. All these Lamprey net or ring net or pershing, all are the example of surrounding net. That means we have to encircle some area for catch the fish, to catch the fish. Then drive-in net. Another classification is drive-in net. Drive-in net means what we are doing, you can see here, one man is there. What they are doing, first they are making some obstacle, okay, and then by making some arrangement of obstacle, fishes will be there. So in that area, what we have to do, we have to use a net and we have to drive. This motorcycle drive karte hain. So like that, we have to take the net, drive in net, and then we have to drive into the water. So we are driving into the water and then we are lifting. So during that time, whatever the fish will be there inside the water, it will be captured. So that is the example of this driving net. Okay. Then lift net is also one of the example, and most commonly this lift net is used in the backwater of the Kerala. If you are visiting to the Kerala state, they are having a backwater. Okay, on that backwater, that shore region, you can find this kind of structure. Here, what they are having a rectangular or diamond shape, that netting panel, which is connected or attached with this bamboo pole. You can see this bamboo pole. You can see this is bamboo pole. Okay, manually they are having a rectangular piece of netting which is connected to this frame, bamboo frame, and this frame we are dipping into the water, okay, and keeping for some duration of time. After keeping into the water and leaving some duration of times, we have to lift because we are lifting. So during keeping time or remaining time, the fishes will be captured Now, while lifting the nets from the water, that time fishes will be captured and they will be at the center of the this net, lift net. So this is the example. Basically in China they are using this kind of net, and this because of this net is also known as Chinese dip net. Chinese dip net. You can see here structure at the center that this is accumulated. Okay, this is also important, most commonly come in competitive exam. Dip net, lift net or Chinese dip net. Okay, कोई बोल नहीं रहे हैं ओके या हो या नहीं. So lift net,
Yes,
again
sir.
this hand lift net is there. Hand lift में क्या है, हम हाथ से नेट को क्या है पानी में डुबाएंगे और हाथ से उठाएंगे. That's why it is called as hand lift net. Mechanized lift net में क्या होता है, we have to use a mechanical power to submerge into the water and then we have to lift the net with the help of mechanized power. So that is the lift net. हमारे जो हम जब किशनगंज जाते हैं, किशनगंज जब जाएंगे तो हमारा बहुत सारे रिवर आता है, महानंदा आता है, दाहुक आता है, उसमें इस तरह का नेट हमने बहुत सारा पिछले पढ़ में भी हम ले गए थे स्टूडेंट लोगों को, तो वहां पे हम लोगों ने विजिट किया है. तो चाइनीज डीप नेट्स दे आर basically fishermen, they are also using in the river water on the side region, embankment region. Then we are having a falling gear, most commonly used in our this inland water. Inland water जो है, जो pond fish farming करते हैं, तालाब से मछलियों को जब निकालते हैं, तो we have to use a small fishing gear. So why this this cast net? This is the cast net. This cast net is the example. It comes under the falling gear. Falling gear, that means net is falling over the fish. Net is falling over the fish to capture the fish. So basically this is operated in the shallow water, especially in the pond. Even though the fishermen they are using in the river water also, where the what we can see water current is not much more. जहाँ पे वाटर करंट कम होंगे उस रीजन में we can use, but basically we have to cover the some area from the top by using this falling gear. So this is the cast net. Then gill net. Gill net is a here in case of gill net, it is a single piece of netting. That single piece of netting we are leaving into the water for some duration of time, say for example 1 day or 8 hours or 12 hours or 18 hours. So during that time what will happen, if we are placing this gill net into the water, into the path of the fishing fish, so what will happen, the fishes will try to pass out from this net or from this obstruction. So during that time क्या होंगे, उसका माउथ तो पार हो जाएगा, क्योंकि उसका जो हेड रीजन होता है वो हेड रीजन बॉडी का जो डॉर्सल रीजन होता है, डॉर्सल रीजन से वो छोटा होता है, तो माउथ रीजन तो इजीली पास हो जाता है. बट जब सेंट्रल पोजीशन आता है फिश का, हेड रीजन जिसको डॉर्सल रीजन बोलते हैं और सेंट्रल रीजन बोलते हैं और बेली रीजन बोलते हैं, वहां पे जाकर के वो मेस के साइज को वो पास आउट नहीं कर पाता है. तो वो क्या करता है मछली, वो अपने आप को पीछे आने की कोशिश करता है. तो पीछे जैसे ही आएगा तो उसका जो दोनों ऑपरकुलम है वो ऑपरकुलम नेक में फंस जाएगा. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज गिलिंग. दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एज गिलिंग. GILLING, गिलिंग. गिलिंग मीन्स फिश जो है ऑपरकुलम रीजन के द्वारा जाल में फंस गई. So that is called as गिलिंग. Another one is enmeshing. Enmeshing में क्या होता है, जाल में बॉडी उसका फंस जाता है, that is enmeshing. So again it is operated into the deep water, bottom में भी ऑपरेट होते हैं, मिड वाटर में भी ऑपरेट होते हैं, सरफेस में भी ऑपरेट होते हैं with the help of weight, that means sinker, or with the help of buoy or float we can easily means control the depth of the water or control the depth of the fishing gear. So this is the gill net. Then tangle net, another example is there. Tangle net, we are having a triple wall. 3 wall structure होते हैं, 2 outer panel and 1 बीच में जो है हमारा central panel. Outer panel, that outer panel is made up of a larger mesh side, whereas the central panel is made up of smaller mesh side. तो उसमें क्या होती है मछलियां, you can see here this example, this is your what we can say outer structure, outer panel, this is central panel or this is the inner panel. Outer panel, central panel और middle panel और inner panel. इसमें क्या होती है मछलियां जब हमारा ऑब्स्टिकल उसको आता है तो बड़े वाला जो हमारा मेस है, बड़े वाले मेस में तो इजीली हेड के साथ में शरीर भी, बॉडी भी है उसका, इजीली पास आउट हो जाता है. लेकिन सेंट्रल पोजीशन, सेंट्रल पैनल जो है, मिडिल पैनल जो है, मिडिल पैनल में जो है उसका मेश साइज जो है स्मॉलर है. तो वो क्या होता है, वो मेश साइज को लेते हुए क्या होता है, फिर से जो इनर पैनल है या एक्सटर्नल पैनल है उसके द्वारा वो निकलने की कोशिश करता है. तो जैसे ही वो निकलने की कोशिश करेगा वो साइड में बगल में एक पाउच फॉर्म करता है. सो उसी में वो मछलियां जो है फंस के रह जाती है. सो दैट इज इन केस ऑफ tangles or triple wall net or entangling. This is called entangling. The process of capture of fish is here is the entangling. There in gill net is the gilling. Here is the entangling. Okay. Then harvesting machine. Just अभी जो हमारा classification था जो Pershing is a large fishing gear. We are catching the fish tons and tons from the water. So जब हमारा मछलियों को हॉल करके नेट को हॉल कर लेते हैं और बोट के पास लाते हैं या भेसल के पास आते हैं, इतना ह्यूज कैच हो जाता है जो हम हाथ से कितना पकड़ पकड़ के अपने बोट पे लाएंगे. वी रिक्वायर सम इंस्ट्रूमेंट, वी रिक्वायर सम दिस मैकेनाइज्ड इंस्ट्रूमेंट और हाइड्रोलिक पावर टू लिफ्ट द फिश फ्रॉम द फिशिंग गियर टू द फिशिंग डेक or sorry boat deck. So for that we are using a fish pump. जैसे हमारा water pump होते हैं. Okay, here I have to what we have to do. आगे ये 1 minute में अभी हमारा ये खत्म हो रहा है because only 1 minute is remaining. But don't leave the class. Okay. जब हमारा ये खत्म हो जाएगा तो again with the same credential you can again join. ठीक है. अभी ये खत्म हो रहा है.